What is going on, YouTube? I'm Jordan. It's been a while since I posted a video, but I'm a little older now, and got a few projects, and we're gonna get right into it. So I guess we'll start with the daily. I picked this thing up a little while back. It's a 2013 Volkswagen Golf TDI. It's a diesel. It is lowered on some shitty eBay coilovers. They're like 200 bucks. I didn't really care because, you know, this car was salvage title, but it's now pretty shit slammed. Front needs some more low. I gotta get some motor mount spacers and motor mounts and stuff. Then I can notch the frame and go lower in the front. But she's pretty good how she is. She's hood stacked, currently untuned. It's got a dark side developments hood stack, EGR delete and race pipe delete and all that stuff. Sorry about that, the camera's not focusing. But she's pretty fun. It's a good little daily DSG car. Good on diesel. Gets me around. Right here next to her, I got my 98 BMW E36 323 IS. I traded a 1.6 Miata for this thing actually. And it was a pretty good deal on my end. It's got a SLR stage 3 angle kit, ISC coilovers, some adjustable rear camber arms in the back, M3 bumper and stuff. It's pretty fun. Slides really good. Really want to take her to some events here soon. Might be into the new year before I get around to doing that though. I just got some Empires for it actually too, some M parallels off 7 Series that I have to put on it. I just gotta find one more rear, but love this car, so fun. This is a shell I got for parts and whatnot, just kind of here. If anybody wants this, please let me know. I'll get rid of it cheap. I don't need it sitting here. But yeah, that's the two outside. Let's go on inside now. All right, so this one's my baby. This is my 1994 Mazda Miata. This car is very near and dear to me. It was my first real car. My first car was a Jeep. Then I had to get rid of that, and my grandpa got me a Solstice. Wrecked that. Then I bought this thing and put a motor in it for like 1,800 bucks. I bought the car for 600, motor for like 8. Put it together. Great car. Fucking loved it. But, you know, it wasn't enough. I wanted to turboed it. Well, I actually built a motor for it. This car has had 7 different motors. I just pulled the motor out of it for the 11th time. This is the car. Just pulled a motor out of it for the 11th time, and I decided BP is not going back in it. It was great turboed, fun, but just kept having issues. Never run right. I had a Skyline turbo on it. Thing ripped. But I've always wanted a V8 in this car, so I got one. I used to have a 98 540i with the same motor, and I loved it. That V8 was great, so I'm putting it in a Miata. God, this is great. I don't know. I think it's just a cool swap. So the reasons I went with this BMW M62 engine, I believe this one's an M62 B44, is a few reasons. I was gonna go LS, maybe a 1UZ, but LS is pretty expensive these days. And I mean, you're gonna be paying a couple grand just for an iron block 5.3 or something, you know? And that's a little heavy for me out, and I wanted to go aluminum. I found this thing on Marketplace for 300 bucks with like 140K on it. And so I got it. I mean, I thought this would be a really cool swap. Didn't know if I really wanted to do it, if it was worth it. But really, I mean, it fits in there pretty good. And I still got a bunch to figure out. I haven't really done much now other than I cut the, sorry about the garage, it's a mess. But, cut the corners out of the engine bay already. Come on, camera, yeah. Cut the corners out of the engine bay already, and that's really the only thing I've modified at the moment. And I mean, it sits in there pretty good. It needs to go like an inch or so back a little still, like right here, but it's not too bad. I gotta get a different oil pan to move the front sump further forward, so it's a little shorter, sits in front of the steering rack. Gonna get a V8 Roadster subframe. Gotta go order a bunch of stuff for this thing, but I figured I'd release a video and get y'all caught up a little bit on the projects and this thing, how she's coming along. I love it. I need another fender for this side. The other side looks a lot better. Yeah. But I don't know, guys. Let me know what you think. All aluminum 4.4 liter. These only weigh about 150, 200 pounds more than a Miata engine. So I'm hoping to have this whole thing under like 2,500 pounds when I'm all said and done with it. I plan on using the stock Miata diff. Mine's currently snapped from when it was turboed, so I'm gonna reinforce it. But it should hold up. It only makes like 300 foot-pounds, just under 300 horsepower. So, I mean, there's people with BPs running those power through the stock diff, so it should hold it. I also got this 6-speed from a 542, Getrag 420. Really isn't a ton bigger than a Miata trans, if I'm being honest. So they probably weigh pretty similarly too. But yeah, guys, that's her. That's all the projects for now. Oh, I almost forgot, actually. Before I go, I do have one more little project. This baby right here. My 97 Honda Magna. I fell in love with these bikes when I was very young, watching do it with Dan. Just love the way they sound. And so I picked one of them up too. I'm planning on bobbering this thing out. I already got a bunch of parts for it. Really just need to get tires and I can get rolling on it, but this puppy is a little bit higher on my priority list. But I'll go ahead and fire this thing up for y'all and let you hear it. She sounds pretty mean. Haven't fired her up in probably a month or so. So let's see how this goes. Nice. God, I love that thing. I might have to go for a ride today. Alrighty, well, I guess that's it for today, boys. Hopefully I can get some more parts ordered for this thing soon and start making some content for y'all. I'm getting a GoPro here soon, so that'll definitely help with the filming of all this, hopefully. Doing a series on this, I guess, so stay tuned for that. I haven't really seen anybody else do a M62 in a Miata. I've seen a bunch of N62 or N52s, sorry. Like what's in my E36, stuff like that. You have to chop the firewall a ton. This you don't, really. Just normal stuff for like a VA swap. I've seen one S62 swapped Miata. It's a video on YouTube. Can't find any information on the internet about it at all, actually. Just the one video on YouTube, and it's doing some dyno pulls. I'll try to link it down below in the description. It looks freaking sick, so I'm definitely hyped on this swap. I know, it's just pretty much everything I've wanted in this car since I've gotten it. Just always dreamed of this thing having a sick V8 making some awesome sounds. So if you liked the video, leave a like please. I'll see you next time. Subscribe.